Will AI take your job? Let's just get right to it, because this is probably one of the biggest, most urgent questions on everyone's mind right now. So we're going to cut through all the hype and all the noise and figure out what is really going on.
I mean, come on. You've probably asked yourself this exact question, right? Maybe late at night, you feel a little bit of that anxiety creeping in. And you're not alone. It's what everyone is talking about, and for a really good reason. The speed of this change is just wow.
But here's the thing. The honest answer, it's not a simple yes or no. The real story here isn't about people versus machines, no way. The most important idea to get your head around is that this is a story about adaptation. It's about how we learn to evolve right alongside these incredibly powerful new tools.
So, to really unpack this, here's our game plan. We're going to start with the big question itself. Then we'll flip the script and look at tasks, not whole jobs. After that, we'll explore the whole automation spectrum, zero in on your unique human advantage, and then wrap up with a solid concrete playbook you can start using today.
All right, let's dive into that big question. This isn't some far-off science fiction scenario anymore. AI is here, it's getting smarter every single day, and just understanding the forces at play, well, that's the critical first step to navigating what's coming next.
Okay, to really answer the will my job be safe question, we have to make a really crucial mindset shift. You see all the scary headlines, right? AI is coming for our jobs. But that misses the point entirely. It's not about job replacement, it's about task automation.
So what does that actually mean? Well, think about it. Every single job, yours, mine, your boss's, is really just a big bundle of different tasks. AI is getting amazing at handling some of those tasks, especially the repetitive ones. But the whole bundle? The entire job? That's a different story. And that distinction is everything.
And this lays it out perfectly. Look on the left. This is what AI was born to do. Chew through massive amounts of data, find patterns we'd never see, and just crush those repetitive mental chores. But look at the right side. That's our turf. That's the human superpower. Deep empathy, making a tough ethical call when there's no clear answer, leading a team through uncertainty. AI can't even come close to that.
And you know, this whole process of automating tasks, it's not new. Not at all. In fact, if you want to get a good sense of where we're headed, it really helps to take a quick look back at where we've been. Let's put this whole crazy moment into some historical context. Every huge technological leap has shaken things up. The Industrial Revolution, it moved us from farms to factories. The computer revolution in the 80s, it automated tons of clerical work. But what makes this AI revolution different is one single thing: speed. The sheer pace of change we're seeing today is just on a completely different level from anything we've ever experienced.
So which tasks are feeling the heat the most right now? Well, it's pretty clear. Anything that's predictable and based on a set of rules. We're talking about data entry, simple bookkeeping, processing insurance claims, or answering the same customer questions over and over. If a task follows a clear, repeatable pattern, you can bet it's a top candidate for automation.
But for most of us, AI isn't showing up as a replacement. It's showing up as a co-pilot. It's the tool helping a doctor spot cancer earlier, or helping a lawyer do in minutes what used to take days of research. In field after field, AI is boosting what humans can do, freeing us up to focus on the harder, more strategic work.
And here's the really cool part. Just like those other revolutions, this one is creating totally new jobs out of thin air. I mean, 5 years ago, who had ever heard of a prompt engineer or an AI ethics officer? These roles didn't exist. It just goes to show you that while technology changes old jobs, it always creates new ones. Which brings us to what I think is the most empowering part of this whole story: your human advantage. Let's really drill down on the skills that make you indispensable, the abilities that AI, with all its incredible power, just can't replicate.
Now look closely at this list. These aren't technical skills, are they? It's not about learning to code. It's about being deeply human. It's the emotional intelligence to calm down an angry customer, the ethical judgment to navigate a tricky situation, the leadership to guide your team when no one knows what's next. In a world full of AI, these skills become more valuable than ever before.
Okay, so knowing all of that, how do you actually prepare? This is not about just sitting back and waiting to see what happens. This is about being proactive. So here it is, a clear, actionable playbook to help you not just survive, but actually thrive. So here are 5 concrete things you can do. First, get AI literate. You don't need a PhD, but you should get the basics. Second, double down on those human skills we talked about: communication, creativity, critical thinking. Third, learn to collaborate with AI. Start using the tools in your field. Treat them like an intern. Ask them to help you brainstorm or draft an email. Fourth, never stop learning. Embrace that idea of being a lifelong learner. And finally, number 5, diversify your skill set. Don't be a one-trick pony. The more you can do, the more resilient you become.
So in the end, it really all boils down to this. The conversation isn't about what AI is going to do to us. It's about what we are going to do with AI. It's not about replacement, it's about reinvention. So the final question isn't one of fear, it's one of opportunity. Are you ready to evolve?